Well, I failed. I failed to break the cycle.
Alright, today is Monday, and I couldn't wake up at 3 today. I had to wake up a little later because I needed to get some sleep. So I'm here at work just waiting for the rest of the guys to get here and get started. And I have a goal for this week. The goal for this week is to break the cycle. To break the cycle from last week. So I know I start the week out strong, right? Like from yesterday, Sunday, I had my practice with my coach. I'm full of energy, and I took some time to get some rest because yesterday as well I went to sleep late because I was editing the video, last week's video. So I make sure to get some rest, and I think that's one of the key things for breaking the cycle. I need to make sure I get my sleep, I get my rest, and that's one of the hardest things for me right now. So I need to figure this out, see what I can do to make sure I go to sleep early and be able to wake up and do my thing. All right. And later today, I'm going to have my training session. Just because I didn't do anything in the morning doesn't mean I'm going to not do anything for the rest of the day. So we're going to train here at work, and then afterwards, we're going to go to the gym.
It's been 2 weeks now, and mainly I've just been struggling with the sleep. I haven't been able to wake up early to do my runs and barely even trained. But we gotta think positive. We gotta think about the future. I can't stay stuck in this rut, and this is how I break the cycle, right? By literally breaking the cycle and not repeating the same actions and the same patterns I always do, falling into, the depression and letting pain just take over, basically. And I gotta think again, forward towards the future, towards where I want to go, how I want to be, how I want to do, and really just be open. Be open. And part of that process is letting go of old things, things that no longer serve you. Like, for example, I built a business by myself. I opened my own business, doing lawn care, painting, and things like that. Mainly just working on lawns. And I built a client base, and I did everything, by myself. And it's been one of my main sources of income. But now that I have a job, I don't really need it as much, and I don't really have as much clients as I used to. And so I had to let it go. I had to let go of that business. It kind of hurt, letting it go, because of, again, I built this from the start. So it's kind of like my baby, but I know that it's just part of the process. I knew that I wasn't gonna do this for forever. At some point I was gonna have to let it go, and that point has come. So moving forward now, I want to focus on working on my sleep, making sure I get enough sleep so I can be able to wake up and do the runs and just have more energy overall. And another thing that's been helping me preserve energy as well is just not being so stressed. Like, for example, if somebody cuts me off, instead of getting mad, pissed, and fighting with the person, I just bless them, right? I just wish them a good day and move on with my day. And that's one of the things that my friend told me to do, but I was resistant at first because I'm always it doesn't make any sense to me. But in the process, when I started doing it, right, I realized that it was more about myself. It was more about preserving myself instead of the other person. It's really that simple. It's really basic. So instead of you fighting with the other person, because they get to live rent free in your head, so it's just you carrying that. So instead of just putting in energy into that, you just don't deal with it. You move on and you preserve a lot of energy that way. And so that's been one of the things that's been helping me a lot. It's hard. It's hard because sometimes, again, like, I'm so used to, just fight or flight mode, always being defensive, but it really is just a waste of energy. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next one. And yeah, it's going to be a long ride.